Akwesasne Thunder taking on the Queen City Kings. We're going to introduce the Thunder first, starting with their goalies number 31, Sundalohada Thompson, number 33, Xavier Delormier, number 2, Andin Biro, number 3, Vance Adams, number 4, Ethan Seymour, number 5, Kyron Lazor, number 6, Dano Utha Elijah, number 7, Dugala Dugue Thompson, number 8, Onio Tagawa Miracle, number 9, Stone Chubb, number 11, Zach Ginak, number 13, Warren Cook, number 15, Tristan Sunday, number 18, Kyler Johnson, number 20, Ryan Oates Jr., number 21, Dylan Ginak, number 23, Warren Oates, number 28, Ryder Sunday, number 41, Caleb Mallion, number 44, Lohandio O'Rourke, number 71, Lowen Muscats Porter, number 77, Lo Tagete Thompson, number 83, Howie Francis, number 91, Angel Cook, and number 93, Duho Vilata Borrero. And now for the Queen City Kings, starting in at number 1, Luke Andrews, number 25, Cole Blondeau, number 2, Ryan McDonald, number 3, Cashton Seaboard, number 4, Ethan Pallandry, number 5, Jacob Panko, number 6, Jackson Lentz, number 7, Cole Pottle, number 8, Keelan Antimichuk, number 9, Jax Gino, number 10, Jackson South, number 11, Colton Ebbett, number 12, Tyson Bowler, number 16, Brandon Thompson, number 17, Colby Lees, number 18, Avery Sewell, number 19, Brandon Bulio, number 20, Karsten Agino, number 21, London Coops, number 22, Ben Swallow, number 23, Mason Nickel, number 24, Brett Kuchek, number 27, Boston Gallowitz, and number 28, Mason Williams. Sports Equipment and the Founders Cup would like to pay respect and acknowledge that today's game is taking place on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coquitlam First Nation, which lies within the shared territories of the Tsleil-Waututh, Katzie, Musqueam, Kaikai, Squamish, and Stolo nations. We thank the Coquitlam First Nation who continue to live on these lands and care for them along with the waters and all that is above and below. And now we ask for you to stand and honor the playing of the national anthems.
Yo is. Oh, Canada in the Haudenosaunee song. And that means it's time to play some lacrosse here from the John Bailey Arena in Port Coquitlam, British Columbia. Sego, Siwagwego, back to the folks in Akwesasne. And hello to everybody back in the Queen City of Regina. It's Jake Ellie with you once again. This is day 4 of the Founders Cup in 2023. And our first game of the day featuring the Thunder of Akwesasne, who picked up their first win of the tournament yesterday over the Red Hawks of Onondaga. As Queen City still in search of their first victory, sitting at 0-3. This game, this period, brought to you by Mohawk Lacrosse, the finest in handcrafted wooden lacrosse sticks. Located on the Mohawk Nation of Akwesasne, a family-operated business making the best goalie and player sticks over the past 25 years. Touch a piece of history. Go to mohawklacrosse.net at gmail.com. Blow the whistle. Let's play some Ndewa Alado as the Thunder come right in on goal with the first shot of the game. And it's stopped there. As the battle for the loose ball is won by the Queen City Kings, who will wear their white jerseys with the gold and black trim. And the Thunder in their sharp purples with the silver numbers and black helmets. Quick penalty call coming up here. As your 3-man officiating crew, Liam Kerr, Vince Burrell, and Kyle Coulter. Making me get the reads out of the way early here, producer team. ExtremeThreads.ca. Customize your team with Extreme. Locally owned and operated out of Port Coquitlam. Jerseys, company apparel, tents, decals, and more. Go to ExtremeThreads.ca. Power play time here for Queen City. As they look to get off to a quick start here, and they'll need it here against the Ontario champions. A sub shot right on, kicked away by Seba Thompson. As Seaboard goes after the loose ball. It's one back. Here's McDonald. Looks back across the floor, and it's Seaborg with the take. Another stop for Thompson, and the Thunder come away with the possession as they'll lead it on up the floor here and get across the center line with Bureau. Janak in a little bit of trouble out near center, and he'll turn it over. Here comes a breakaway for the Kings, and they score! Cole Nebbit. Not your traditional power play goal. But Queen City will take it nonetheless. As Ebbett goes over the shoulder of Thompson, and it's 1-0 for the Kings. Face-off won by Bureau, but the ball loose off the draw. Bureau had it back momentarily. It's knocked around. Player loses his stick. Ball is loose. McDonald after it now. 3 Thunder surround him. Make it 4 now. It's Queen City that come away with the ball nicely. Mason Nickel will stay out there. Almost turned it over, and now he did. On the run up quickly. There's Barrero. He'll pull back. And now we'll stay out there and play some offense as in comes Trayson Sunday. As he'll take the feed just outside the dotted circle. A spin move from Miracle. And he'll feed down to the post, and a sneaky shot there, but called in the crease. As Wando gets the start here for the Kings today. As both goaltenders have seen action for Queen City throughout their first 3 games. And that might be the case again here today. We shall see. As it's been Thompson who has got the start here for Akwesasne, and understandably so. Mind you, Delarmier has seen some time throughout a couple of games. As we're nicely underway here, 2.5 minutes in, 1-0 Queen City. As it's Thunder ball, but maybe not for long. As a bit of a sloppy drop there from Sunday as he tries to get the ball back now. But the Kings will come up with it. Colby Lees will circle around and find his man high. And Galowitz, the white compressions on for the big righty. There's Lenz loading, doesn't shoot it. Slipping underneath was Seaborg, and he shot it wide on the short side after a good take to the goal. And the shot clock will expire here on the Kings. Bureau. Sure-handed Sunday that time. So on comes the offense. Stone Chubb out there, along with Howie Francis. I think that pass actually intended for him, intercepted by Bureau. Now Sunday from the outside, little toe drag. Slips into a double, shovels off. Miracle sheds a check down the middle. He got knocked down. And the ball on the ground here as the shot clock down to 0. Another good crowd on hand here for the Founders Cup on day 4. As the 3 games here for the Kings so far, they dropped their opener 18-11 to Edmonton, who is now 3-0. A 20-6 loss to the host team Port Coquitlam, followed up by a 13-2 defeat at the hands of the Shamrocks last night. For Akwesasne, they opened up with an 11-6 loss against Victoria. That was followed up by a 14-6 loss to Edmonton, but bouncing back in fine fashion yesterday against the Onondaga Redhawks in what was just a marvelously played lacrosse game with a pregame ceremony with both teams together. Just wonderful to watch and see, and then the way those two teams showed respect to each other and played that game. You knew they had the Creator in their hearts and minds as they played hard here at the Founders Cup for both their nations back home. Drive down the middle, backhand pass off the mark from London Coops, and now we got a penalty call coming. And who's it gonna go against here? And it's gonna be the Thunder that goes back again here. I believe so. Howie Francis on a slow walk to the penalty box. You can take a slow walk to Sam's Pub, which is right here in the heart of downtown Port Coquitlam. Cold drinks, good food, great atmosphere. Sam's with a Z. Check him out on Elgin Street. Zed, sorry, yes, Timo, thank you. Get out of here. Power play here for Queen City. Leading 1-0. Gilowitz on the tuck as Coops gets a shut off. Not sure it ever made it in on goal. No reset on the shot clock, so there's my answer. And ball picked up here by the Thunder as they'll break away. Malian threw it to center. Chubb will do well to pick it up there as he darts away from a couple of Kings. 5.5 in. Thunder still looking for their first goal here. Miracle might get a chance here short-handed, and Wando makes the stop. Sunday on the forward check. Queen City will get it across the line. And they'll get set back up here on the power play with a minute to work with, 6 minutes into the game. From the point, Lentz. Gilowitz. Here's Lentz. And Thompson, a confident stop there with the shoulder. They'll drop it into the pocket of Adams in his own crease. And the Thunder captain will get it across center. Early shots on goal, 5-2 Queen City. And still 35 seconds to kill off here for the Thunder. Douglas Thompson lost the handle on the cradle, gets it back. Bad angle shot, it goes wide, 5 on the shot clock for Janak, who will run out of time. It might just leave Queen City enough time to get set up one more time here on the power play. Seaborg wears number 3 in white and gold. We'll give it there to London Coops, who looked back door from McDonald. Producer Tino thought that was going in the goal, but it was a stop by Thompson. Quick chance here for Howie Francis. Dip and dunk. Hook it for Howie. Just outlanded Blondeau. And the big left-hander goes up and over the Kings goaltender for the opening goal here for Akwesasne. So tied up at 1 now with 12:46 here to go in the first. As more lacrosse here to come from Port Coquitlam today. As coming up next will be Onondaga taking on the undefeated Edmonton Warriors. And then the nightcapper will see the two BC teams play as the Shamrocks will take on Port Coquitlam. Should be a good game. Some important games on the horizon as well. As give you the standings here as we go along. But there is potential for some tiebreakers to come into play here, depending on some results later today and through tomorrow. And being told that, first tiebreaker will be head-to-head, then it's goals for and against, and then penalty minutes come into play for the tiebreaker formula, which I don't know if I've ever heard of before, penalty minutes being part of a tiebreaker. We'll see if we get to that point. As tomorrow, Akwesasne will take on Port Coquitlam. That's the 5 o'clock game. Queen City will be in the 2 o'clock game against Onondaga. We'll just have to see how things play out. And long way to go before we get there in this one as well. Outside shot goes wide to the short side and skipping out of play. A little wait to get the whistle, but it was in fact out. As Douglas Thompson will jump onto the floor. They'll play with Ryan Oakes Jr. on that far side as they go lefty strong. Check that. Sunday's over there now. Here's Stone Chubb from behind the rack. He'll stop up. Good feed in front to Oakes Jr. And a better stump from Blondeau. But a new 30 here for Akwesasne. Trayson Sunday will load it up and he'll fire. It was deflected into the corner. Chubb will pick it up there. He's got a man in the middle. We had 2 men in the middle, but neither one caught it. Sunday's got it back. Lots of time on the shot clock here. Francis waits for a pick, gets one, fires away and missed the far side by a foot. It ricochets down the floor here as Thompson will jump out. Not sure if he's got enough time to play it. He does. And gets it all the way down the floor to kill off some valuable seconds in the upcoming 30-second shot clock. Five on 5. Seaborn had his pass picked off, and now it's a foot race. In comes Bureau, and Blondeau stuffed that. Didn't really have time to set him up with a fake, just had to shoot it. And Blondeau was equal to the task. Just about half a period gone. Oh, Miracle. He'll get the return feed. Nice Bureau, who stayed out there for a shift of offense. Sub shot, wide. Bureau battles for a loose ball. It's picked up by Shinak. But he shot it wide as the 30-second clock expires once again. Tight checking here in the early going of this one. On day number 4, and after 3 games in 3 days, here's where the fitness part of these athletes come into play. And a lot of the time as we get deeper into the tournament, the team that is in the best shape and has the least amount of injuries will sometimes prevail. You see the warm-ups get a little shorter, a little less intense as the gloves are still damp from the day before and the legs still a little stiff, and sometimes it'll take a half a period or so to get the wheels moving. That shot going wide. And up into the black netting. And back to Akwesasne it'll go. As the Thunder look to take the lead here for the first time today. And what are their beautiful purple jerseys? Maybe my favorites here at the tournament. Queen City, no slouch either as they They're after my heart a little bit, using their Vancouver Warriors colors. There's Dino got to Elijah. They'll find Sunday across the floor. He'll crank it. And Blondeau will stop it and no rebound available. A bit of an errant pass works out okay. As McDonald comes onto the floor. Now we got a penalty from behind. And a late whistle, but it will be a penalty nonetheless for interference behind the play. Regina, Queen City doesn't like it. It's going to be a Thunder power play, and it's going to be me telling you about Metro Ford. You ready for a new ride? Metro Ford of Port Coquitlam has you covered. Check out the huge selection of quality vehicles and experience the Metro difference. Come see us today. I drive a Honda, Tino. Here's Howie Francis. Not his best shot as it goes right into the belly pad of Blondeau. Sunday was the forecheck here, and he knocks it loose. Nice job there from Trayson Sunday. As Douglas Thompson comes up with the loose ball. And the power play will get set right back up. Now the Thunder lead the shot total 9-6. Feet in front. Francis converged on. Stone Chubb up to Sunday. Pass got away from him. But no pressure coming and lots of time to work with here on the shot clock. Under 10 it goes now. Here's Elijah. Scores! Dino got to Elijah. Puts the Thunder in front on the power play, 2-1. Well, good start to this lacrosse game. Pretty evenly played so far. And ball comes loose off the face-off. As it rolls to work. Look out, Blondeau almost knocked it into his own goal. We'll get an interference call here as Blondeau tried to trap down on that ball, and it almost slipped through the feet. It would have been one of the goals of the tournament, and not in a good way. By the way, you want to see a nice lacrosse goal, go to BC Sports TV on Instagram and check out the gem that Curtis Dixon pots last night from Queen's Park Arena. The old around the world job from Superman. Or you can go to PXP for sports, because I'm pretty sure I reposted that thing. Unbelievable. As the Salmon Bellies go down to defeat to the Langley Thunder in Game 1 of the WA Final last night. Game 2 of the Major Series Final goes tonight from Peterborough, with the Six Nations Chiefs leading that series 1-0. Congratulations to the Oakville Rock, who beat the Six Nations Rivermen last night to claim the Senior B Ontario title. And we're going to a Game 7 between the Muskies and the Bucks. I think that game's going down tonight as well. Good luck to both of those teams, as that should be an absolute dandy from Onalagoa Arena. I think they're playing there. I don't think there's an arena on Snake Island anyways. Not yet. Sunday. Thompson. Just a straight heater from Douglas Thompson, and it's 3-1 Thunder with 3 straight goals here to take a 2-goal lead as they're out shooting Queen City now 13-6. Nothing like a little twisted sister after a goal. Dee Snyder and the boys. That was a huge song when I was a kid, by the way. Here we go, another Thunder offensive possession. Awful song now. I digress. Here's a shot from Miracle, and that goes in. Yeah, starting to come fast and furious now for the Thunder. As O'Neal Tegewa, Miracle makes it 4-1. And I think we're going to get a goaltending change here for Queen City. As in will come Andrews, out will come Blondeau. That's what I'm talking about right there. A little Teddy Nugent. That's some good rock and roll right there. Face-off win here for the Thunder. As after getting down 1-0, they've scored 4 straight here. Now we have just over 5 minutes to play in the first. They'll test the new goaltender right away. Andrews with a shot. And he'll stop that, but gave up a rebound and then another chance from his stomach. Doug Thompson almost had a second. Heck of an effort there. As the Thunder trying to get to 2-2. Green City able to get it across the line. Oakes Jr. will pick up the assist on that last Thunder goal, and maybe another chance coming here for the Thunder captain. Couldn't play the pass cleanly on the original, but he's got numbers in front here. Turn, finds Sunday, and that comes all the way through to Adams with a bounce shot. Andrews will kick that one aside. Feed down low here for Seaborg is finally a settled possession offensively for Queen City. The defense aggressive and good. And it's turned over. There's Lohan O'Rourke with that black Woody. Does the job defensively. Man, that thing looks nasty. Feet in front. Shot goes low. Andrews makes a good stop there and hangs on to the rebound as well. Howie Francis will re-trigger the offense here through Stone Chubb. He'll clear through to the middle. Quick spin move and a shot there, handled by Andrews once again. He's looking pretty good since coming into this game. As we go under 3 minutes to go in the first. A good run up the floor here from Jackson South. So he finds a man off the bench. And he'll make a line change. There's Gilowitz. Coming hard outside shot, doesn't take the opportunity there. There's Seaborg firing one. They'll say Thompson got a piece of it. Oh, Bureau took a hard shoulder, and that looked like more than minor interference to me. And I'm not sure why no penalty call on that. That looked a little dangerous. An unsuspecting Bureau took a hard shoulder about 3 feet away from the boards. Hidden ball trick works again. Clip it, Tina. Howie Francis from about 38.25 feet out. Andrews looking to his right. Francis looking at an empty net, makes no mistake. Man, oh man. The hidden ball trick once again here at the Founders Cup. And that's going to be a goaltending change once again as Blondeau is going to come back into this game. I don't know, I feel like that's a pretty quick hook on Andrews. I understand he got caught on the hidden ball trick, but I feel like he had looked pretty good since coming into the game. I mean, you can't stop it if you don't see it. And he just didn't know where the ball was. Sunday on the pick and roll. Feet in front. Elijah was cutting through. Francis skies for a loose. Delayed call on here as Francis took a slash across the knee. So with a 5-1 lead now, Akwesasne will go to a late power play here with 1:47 to go. It'll be Chubb, Elijah, Francis, Thompson, Sunday, your 5-man power play unit. Screen up, Francis over the top with it, missed the goal. But the ball is loose along the end wall, and it's won back here by the Thunder. Just 10 on the shot clock, though, and I'm not sure Akwesasne realizes there was no reset. Down to 5. Got to shoot. Francis will take it. Londo will stop it. And a big rebound comes right back to the Thunder. A no-look feed. Chubb made a good catch. Francis with some room again. He'll flip it. Pass off the mark, and it'll be turned over. The Kings will get out of dodge up the far side of the floor as we go into the final minute. Just Park Adams in the middle of the floor here. They won't double the cross ball as it comes back across the restraining line. It's the high restraining line here inside John Bailey Arena. Now do we have a penalty here coming against Akwesasne? I don't think we do. Referee's coming over to the bench here. And I'm not quite sure what the discussion is here between the two benches. Which is a little rare. Normally I do, but not this time. And compared to day one over there in the scorekeeper's box, where I think there was just a single body over there in the penalty box, now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. I don't know how many jobs are over there. Or maybe people are just hanging out. I don't know. I've never seen that many people anywhere in any lacrosse game in a scorekeeper's box like that. Mind you, I did one time see, I think it was 9 Akwesasne Bucks in the penalty box at once at the 2014 President's Cup. That was a sight. Oh, another beautiful goal here from the Thunder. Flip it. Watch this thing. Londo looking completely the wrong way. On a beautiful little flip pass over the shoulder from Francis. And you kind of feel like if they pulled Andrews on the last hidden ball trick, don't you pull Blondeau right there for that one? You tell me, Tino. Give me an answer. Yeah, Tino says yeah. (6-1). Under 30 seconds to go in Queen City possession. As Queen City will call timeout here as they jumped out to the 1-0 lead and were actually out shooting. I want to say that they were out shooting the Thunder, what, 6-3? And since then, the Thunder have outshot Queen City 21-1.
Goal scored by number 7.
Wow.
Thompson. Assist goes to number 83. Fouling Francis. That's Thompson from Francis. Time of the goal, 30 seconds.
By the way, lacrosse fans, haven't put this out there yet. If you want to get a hold of me or be a part of the broadcast here today from Port Coquitlam, you can give me a follow, tweet at me, or X at me at PXB for Sports. Are we ever going to start saying that? I don't know. X. No? We're just going to stick with Twitter. Who cares what Elon wants? So they'll pull the goaltender here to go 6-on-5 in this final 28 seconds. There is about a second-and-a-half differential between game clock and shot clock. From the outside, here's McDonald. He's the shooter. Chance at front, off the end wall. Queen City's got it. They'll try and fire towards the goal quickly. Lots of time on the clock here. It'll be a back-in call, luckily for Queen City, who had the empty net, and the Thunder had possession with about 5 seconds to go. And now they need to reset things out high. And they need to put more time back on the clock now, as it read 2.4, now reads 0.4, and we'll see how much time they put back up. 2.5, an extra tenth goes up on the clock. Oh, long enough time here to make one pass at least and get a shot off. As they'll move the ball here, clock starts. What are we doing? I think he wanted the ball to start at the right face-off circle. And when the pass came to him, I think he thought the play was underway. And I think the scorekeepers did as well. Because I've never really seen them move the ball off to the side like that to restart the play. But that's now they put 3.5 on the clock. Thompson will make another stop, and all of that for naught. As Queen City scored the first goal of the period, but then 6 straight from the Ontario champions. As they'll take a 5-goal lead into the locker room with 40 minutes to play as they outshoot the Kings 24-9 in that opening 20 minutes. Send me a tweet at PXP for Sports. We'll take a 10-minute break and be back to the Founders Cup right here on BC Sports TV for free in 10 minutes time. Welcome back inside John Bailey Arena as we get set for period number 2 here on day number 4 of game number 1. It's Jake Elliott with you. And a good opening 20 minutes for the Thunder of Akwesasne as they lead the Kings of Queen City by 5. 6-1. Out shooting them in that opening period 24-9. This period is brought to you by Mohawk Lacrosse, the Mitchell brothers and their hickory sticks, the best that money combined. Blow the whistle, let's play some Dewa Lado as we're underway here in period 2. Go to mohawklacrosse.net at gmail.com and get yourself a piece of history right there on the Mohawk Nation territory of Akwesasne. I got me one. You should get one for yourself or more. Buy them all. Queen City on the attack here. And chance in front off the stick of Mason Williams. And it'll be a shot clock violation and maybe numbers here for Akwesasne as they pour up the floor. Bureau will shoot it. And Blondo, who started the game, was briefly pulled in favor of Andrews, back in there. And now a 3-on-1. Here's Seaborg. And Thompson down with a stick save, maybe a pad. Either way, it stayed out. Minute gone here in the second. Queen City came out firing. They had some jump, looked confident, got the first goal of the game. And then the momentum shifted as the Thunder went on a run. Spinning shot there, forced Saga to make a stop. And Bureau will pick up another loose ball. Kyler Johnson will find Elijah off the Thunder bench. He'll come near side to Miracle. Back to Elijah with room to step down into one, and he fired it just low and wide of the target. Shot clock down to 8. Good feed up the floor from the goaltender. Lead chance here maybe. Janak spinning and tried to float one. They'll say it hit the goaltender, and this possession up for grabs. It's a live ball, and I don't think Adams realizes it. No, he definitely doesn't. Had a chance at it, and it works out okay. As both officials were signaling the reset. But nobody seemed to be aware of it in purple. Francis, who had a beautiful goal and a beautiful setup in that opening 20. As Miracle will flip it to Thompson, and he'll rip that one to the short side, but missing. And off the bench quickly, here come the Kings on the move. And Thompson, deep in his crease, made a stop, but gave up a rebound. And Queen City will have a reset here as they'll regather out near center. This has been Swallow. Shot there from Coops. And Thompson looking for the home run ball here. He's got a man up the floor in Thompson. Gonna get a chance here. Backhand shot. Oh, he had Blondeau moving off his post. But couldn't get it by him. Now Seaborg in behind everybody. Here comes the chance for Queen City. And Thompson will turn that one out of play. Three minutes gone in the second period. More lacrosse to come here on day 4, of course. The second game of the day will feature Edmonton, who are undefeated, going up against Onondaga, who now sit at 1-2. And then the night game. The two BC teams will square off. Shamrocks and Saints. McDonald on a nice show and go. But Thompson able to turn that one aside as Adams looking to the Thunder bench. He'll keep moving forward. Adams will shoot it quickly off the toe of Blondeau. And out it goes. Bryson Sunday will make the turn. Gets a shot off on the sidearm. That one didn't register on target. 18 on the shot clock. Oakes tried to pull the trigger, had his stick checked. Sunday will pick it back up with still 8 on the shot clock here from well out and a moving pick call. We'll give it back to Queen City. Our chance in transition here. Well, they're going to call a penalty. And it's going to go to the captain, Vance Adams. So standings look like this. Well, I'll tell you about Extreme Threads first. Give them a phone call at 604-346-9545 and customize your team with Extreme. Or go to extremethreads.ca. Or stop by the merch tent here in Port Coquitlam. See the merchandise live and in person. I'm wearing some right now. Low shot there on Thompson. Is stopped and gobbled up. He's going to load up a long ball again, and what a stabbing catch there. And now a chance here short-handed. Oh, maybe still time. Then takes one across the back, and that'll be a penalty. As Queen City will touch it up, and we're going to play some 4-on-4 lacrosse now. Standings look like this. Edmonton Warriors at 3-0. Like I mentioned, they take on Onondaga next. Port Coquitlam sitting at 2-1. Victoria at 2-1. Onondaga at 1-2. Akwesasne on their way, it looks like maybe. Well, still a long way to go here, but they can get to 2-2. And Queen City sitting at 0-3, looking for their first victory of the week. So we could have a couple of maybe 3 2-2 teams before it's all said and done here today. Londo looks to outlet to center. And he's got his man there in Cole Puddle. Hidden ball trick. No, it's in the stick of 27 there. And I thought he had me going, and Galowitz the way he was cradling. Trying to oversell it, but he actually had it in his pocket. So I was peeking down at my roster momentarily. Across the 5-minute mark here. Make it 5.5. As we continue 4-on-4 for the next 30 seconds, and then Akwesasne will have an abbreviated power play. And Janot. Hard up pick and a little too hard, says the officials. There'll be Thunderball. As out comes Elijah, along with Stone Chubb. Thompson, Sunday, the righties. So they'll just keep it to the outside as the man will come back on. That's Vance Adams, who will make it a 5-on-4, but deep in the shot clock here. As Adams tries to bring one in, he couldn't play it cleanly. And the shot clock will go off here. And now a chance for Queen City to kill off the remaining penalty time to their teammate. So Coops will step on. Pushed up along the boards, gets away from that, tried to play it to Seaborg. And now we're back to 5-on-5. Look out from behind as Chubb a little indecisive there with the ball. And now what do we got? Turnover here on the Thunder. I think for too many men out the offensive gate. Kinks looking for their second of the afternoon here. They had 11 goal output against the 3-0 Edmonton Warriors in their opener. But the goal production has dropped off as the tournament has gone along here. Just mustering 2 against the Shamrocks last night. Sunday, feet in front, goes all the way through to Francis. He'll scoop it up in the corner, makes a nice move. He'll take it in behind the goal. Blondeau looking. It's Miracle on the drive. Here's Miracle, and he can't beat Blondeau. Good move to the net. And There'll be a shot clock violation on an inadvertent reset by the scorekeeper. And now the Kings almost throw it away, and now they do. And a fortunate bounce will keep possession for them. Skalowitz. Jackson Lenz. Here's Seaborg. The shoot. Thompson will stop. Rebound cleaned up in front. Long lead feed to Francis. He's going to race towards the goal. Francis, and he tried to float one. And he missed the goal. McDonald will take it. He'll fire it, and that one hit a body on the way to the net. He'll get the rebound back, and that shot was blocked as well. McDonald will play it out high here, and Mason Williams will take it across the floor. Back it comes near side. Coops, rink wide for McDonald, out of his reach, and Thompson will corral it in his crease and outlet quickly. Long lead feed on the mark. Here comes Bodies off the bench. Shot comes, scores! First goal of the period comes 9 minutes in. And it comes out of the stick of Malian, who makes it 7-1. Queen City has been fighting back in the shot totals here, 28-20 now, but the lead grows to 6. Loose ball gathered in, and a hard check along the end wall by Adams. He'll shovel out in front. Doug Thompson, clip it! Over the shoulder. Oh, they don't get much prettier than that from Doug Thompson. 8-1 Thunder. The beautiful purple jerseys that Akwesasne wearing here today, and apparently a brand new shipment of merchandise has arrived in BC, and they're selling like hotcakes just left of our broadcast location here. A mass of people scooping up some Thunder t-shirts right now. Get them while they're hot. I got one. Tino? Not yet. Chance here for Queen City, and a good stump for Thompson as Lenz walked right through the middle. After a couple of, I want to say, underwhelming starts from Sugga Thompson, he has rebounded quite nicely. Just allowing 6 yesterday to the Redhawks, and only has let 1 slip by him so far here from the Kings. Half a lacrosse game to go. A lead feed. Adams will pick that off, and he'll pop it forward here on the mark for Gignac. Is he going to take it? He will. Blondeau will stop it. Rebound, and he'll stop that too. A couple of good saves there for the Queen City keeper. Miracle. On the open pop out is Stone Chubb with an overhand heater. Blondeau will handle and control the rebound as well, but gives up the Port Moody bounce pass. There it is, Georgie. Off the shins and turned over. 9 to go here as Sunday. By the way, I want Trace and Sunday's footwear in a bad way. Those things are fresh. Assistant coach Ryan Adams got a pretty nice pair of kicks. Says, wow. Was not expecting that. And I don't know if Blondeau was either. But Stone Chubb from about 37.5 feet out just blew it by him on the stick side. Might have been 38 1/4. close. And we'll get our second goaltending change of the afternoon here for Queen City, it looks like. As Andrews gets the gear on once again for his second appearance in this one. There's the lead update now for the Thunder at 9-1. Thunder will take on Port Coquitlam tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Queen City will have the Redhawks of Onondaga at 2 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow.
Thunder's 9th goal scored at 8:42. The second
As both the Redhawks and the Thunder were at Queen's Park last night to watch the Salmon Bellies and Thunder play at historic Queen's Park Arena. And man, was it a sauna in there last night. Nice to get back into the cool confines of John Bailey. The headband rule was in effect last night. I hadn't worn one I can't even remember the last time I had to do it, but last night was the night. It came on in the second period, and thankfully I had one with me, because I was leaking up in the broadcast booth. My fingers were sweating. Chance in front. Howie Francis. Double digits for the Thunder. Back to center we go here with 7:52 to play in this second period. And it's a 10-0 run right now for Akwesasne as they gave up the first goal of the game, but now have scored 10 in a row. And here, maybe a chance for 11 for Miracle. Scores! Route is officially on in this one. Don't forget, more lacrosse coming up tonight. Both here from the Founders, as we'll get Onondaga and Edmonton at 5 o'clock, Victoria and Poco at 8. They got Chiefs and Lakers in game 2 of the Major Series final. You got game 7 between the Muskies of Snake Island and the Bucks of Akwesasne coming up later tonight as well. Some big games all over the country and Turtle Island here today. Interference call. A nice job there from Sunday to steal it away. He had 3 Kings around him. And then he threw it away. 2-on-2 into the zone.
Thunder's 11th goal scored by number 8, Odio Tagawa Miracle. Assist goes number 3, Vance Adams. Time of the goal, 7:34, the second period.
All bouncing around far side. It'll be picked up by the Thunder. Kings are back defensively. As Lolu Tegete. Thompson will head for the bench. And now it's Miracle. Finds an open man across the floor. Feet in front. Wide open is Janak as he tried to shovel that one home. And Andrews made a good stop down low. Lead feed. Out of the reach of his intended recipient. And ball turned over here back to Warren Oaks. 37-22 your shots on goal now with 6 to play. Here in the middle frame. Howie Francis has had another strong outing here for the Thunder. As the offensive lefty Catalyst tries a shot from well out. And it's kicked away and out of play by Andrews, new 30. And in they come quickly again. In front, scores. Janak. up to 11. Ball stuck in the stick of the face-off man there, Bureau. So the possession will go to Queen City. Still in search of goal number 2 here this afternoon. On another gorgeous day here in British Columbia. As McDonald from well out, no trouble for Thompson. As he looks for the long ball, it's not there. As Stone Chubb stripped as he bats it back to himself. Shoved off that ball by McDonald. He's going to get a chance, and Thompson will foil that.
Thunder's 12th goal scored by number 11, Akwesasne. Assist goes to number 20,
Oakes Jr. will pick up this assist on the goal from Janak. A dunk attempt. He's stepping in the crease. So possession, Akwesasne, as we're under 5 to play in the second. Ball far side. Now it's with O'Maracle. He'll fire. That one hit a body. Gets his own loose ball with 10 on the shot clock. Skip feed. Double clutch it. Oakes shovel off. Janak across the top, left his stick dangling. And that's going to be delay a game. Very close to it. And maybe lucky to get away with it. As the line change will take place here for both teams. No drums in the crowd today, unlike there was plenty of yesterday for that Onondaga Akwesasne game. Mind you, it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a work day. Hopefully they return. There's a lot of them came from the Squamish Nation in support of their brothers from other nations here. Save there from Andrews. Breakaway opportunity here for Queen City. In they come with Mason Nickel. Scores! Oh, they needed one in a bad way. And Mason Nickel in transition on a breakaway will slip it past Thompson. And cut the lead down to 10 here for the team out of Regina. Apparently Jock Jams 84 slipped into the playlist rotation. Is that on cassette there, Joe? No. Swim move here. Galewitz couldn't get it past Thompson. And Bureau with his face-off stick, his thing hooked out of his pocket with that pass. Under 3 to go. Trayson Sunday with some room. And that shot deflecting off a stick. Doug Thompson, nice handle there. Switches hands, switches back. Andrews a shoulder stump. And Stone Chubb the loose ball. 41-27 your shots now. 12-2 Thunder lead the Kings. Kings trying to get out of their own zone. And they'll do it here. And numbers coming up. Seaborg got a 2-on-1 down low. He'll shoot it, and Thompson will stop it. Rebound back to Seaborg. Had a crafty little shot with his back to the goal. And now the Kings will control the possession as they pull the ball out. Driving in. Kick it to Lenz, out of his reach. He has to run it back to center to come up with this one. With just 6 left on the shot clock. Lentz with some room. He'll step into one as nobody took the ball carrier there, and Lentz had a pretty clean look on goal. Howie Francis back up. Here's Oakes. Back to Francis. Pick and roll, a good one. And Elijah can't slip it by Andrews. There's a bit of a sheepish grin on his face, knowing he probably should have buried that one from that area of the floor. But the lead remains at 10 as we head for the final minute of play here in period 2. Gilowitz hit the iron. Good outside rip there from Gilowitz. With the iron in behind, Thompson saves the day. McDonald down the far side. He likes to shoot from that area as Seaborg on the pump out. Drop the pass. Adams goes into the corner after it. 2 Kings on him. Adams takes a bump along the wall. Galowitz comes up with it. Finds Seaborg, who tried to shovel that one to the top corner, and Thompson right there to make the stop. Oh, what do we got here? About a 2.5, 3-second differential between game clock and shot clock. And with a big lead here in this second period with the long change, Thompson will stay in his goal. Doesn't look like a timeout coming here from Loelis Mitchell either. Francis takes a long shot pretty early in the shot clock as well, and still time here for Queen City if they can get it up the floor quickly. Do they want timeout? Coach says go. Here's Lyndon Coops. He'll fire. Thompson the save. And that'll do it for period number 2. The lead stretches here for the Thunder in the second period with 20 minutes to go. They'll have a 10-goal lead as they outshoot Queen City 44-31 through 40 minutes of play. And 20 minutes to go here in game number 1 on day 4. You're watching the Founders Cup live, free of charge, from Port Coquitlam on BC Sports TV. We're back in 600 seconds. You just heard the buzzer sound, which means it's time to play lacrosse here in the third period from John Bailey Arena in Port Coquitlam for the Founders Cup. As we are on day 4 of round robin competition, and this upcoming period, of course, is brought to you by Mohawk Lacrosse. Mitchell Brothers and their Hickory lacrosse sticks, the best in the business, over 25 years of goalie and player sticks made right in Akwesasne on the Mohawk Nation territory. Go to mohawklacrosse.net at gmail.com. Blow the whistle. Let's play some Dewa Lado as we're back underway here in period 3 with the Thunder, the Ontario champions, in control here over the Queen City Kings. And the Saskatchewan representative as they lead them by 10 with 20 to play. Gilowitz with the Captain Adams on him. He'll send it to the back door for McDonald, who missed on the quick stick. There's the Thunder with the ball, but pinned up along the wall. Thompson will take it on the back of his crease. And here comes the first possession on offense for Akwesasne. It's Jake Elliott with you. And if you want to be interactive during the webcast here on BC Sports TV, find me via Twitter or Instagram at PXP, the number 4 sports. Chance for Elijah as Andrews starts the third period here for Queen City. After making his second appearance in this game, after Blondeau being pulled to the bench twice. It looks like it'll be Andrews the rest of the way here in this one. Onondaga and Edmonton come up next. And then it's Port Coquitlam and Victoria at 8 p.m., a battle of 2 2-1 teams. As London Coops denied in tight by Thompson. Tino Farah will have the call for you in the final 2 games of the day. As this will be my one and only. And I believe I got the 2 o'clock game tomorrow as well, which will be Onondaga and these Queen City Kings. Next game coming up for Akwesasne will be at 5 o'clock tomorrow against Port Coquitlam. And then we'll get Edmonton and Victoria at 8 p.m. as well. Douglas Thompson will make his way back to the Thunder bench after taking a stick up high. And it'll be Thunder possession here. No penalty call on the play. So the 4th official will step out onto the floor here. And I think they're actually going to face it off. So because of the injury timeout, they'll take it back to center for a draw. Things a little slow moving here to start this third period. There's the Thunder late to get a man onto the floor. And well, good thing they did. Whoa, look out. That's a dangerous check there. And is it a penalty? It is. Jackson South took a bit of a liberty on Lowenuscut's Porter. And thankfully he's okay. More than okay are Extreme Threads. Go to extremethreads.ca. Tino, I hope you're learning about these segues I'm just dealing out for you. Extremethreads.ca. Customized jerseys, company apparel, decals, tents, signs, you name it. Check out all the selection at extremethreads.ca. Trayson Sunday. I don't think Tino was impressed with my segue. I don't care. I thought it was good. Here's Elijah. By the way, speaking of Tino Fair, maybe we'll get a chance here for Queen City. No, we won't. Myself and Tino Farah bring you Lacrosse Classified every week. It comes out at Wednesday, noon Pacific, each and every week. As all things Bucks lacrosse discussed on Lacrosse Classified each week. And our guest this week is the captain of the Nanaimo Timbermen, Nate Wade. As our convos with the captain. are coming to a conclusion as just 3 teams remaining as we've talked to every WLA and Major Series captain so far. Victorious Six Nations and Peterborough left on the docket. Howie Francis with a shot low, a stick save for Andrews. And ball picked up in flight here by Ebbett. He'll circle in behind the goal as Ebbett opened the scoring here today in this one. As he looks for his second goal of the game. Gets stood up there and will pull the ball to safety as the Kings are shorthanded for the next 40 seconds. And a little surprised that was not back over. All for naught as the Thunder have the ball anyway. But then they throw it away on a sloppy pass from Bureau. Man, what I do to be back in Akwesasne for Bucks and Muskies Game 7 tonight. We're in the Lagoa Arena. I watched the deciding game in the Ontario Junior B final between the Rebels and the Thunder, and I'm not ever sure I've seen an atmosphere for a lacrosse game like that before. A packed Turtle Dome. And atmosphere was off the charts as the Thunder claimed the crown over the perennial powerhouse Six Nations Rebels. Stone Chubb off to Miracle. Fake the shot. Now he'll take the shot and he'll score it. Roneo Tagewa Miracle makes it 13-2. The next shot on goal for the Thunder will be their 50th, as they were up over 60 yesterday against Onondaga and should eclipse that here today. As Queen City has registered 33 on target, and maybe more here, as Galewitz will control a nice loose ball off the window. Sidearm shot. Scores! Oh, that one snuck through. Mason Williams from the outside answers right back here for Queen City. Good low shot through a screen. Williams didn't bury cleanly, but it gets to the back of the net nonetheless. And it's back to a 10-goal lead. Face-off win here for Queen City. Can they hang on to possession? For the time being, the answer is yes. But pressured in the corner, ball on the deck. Galewitz comes in, he'll go down, and the Thunder will come away with the ball. Janak will tuck it away in one hand and go for a run.
Number 8, O'Neill Tucker, Miracle, 6 goals to number 9, Stone Chubb.
This is Oakes. This is Francis, all sorts of room, and he hooked that one wide looking for the short side. Loves the sidearm shot there. I thought that an opportunity for Howie to go with the straight overhand and give himself a better angle. Easy for me to say up here, I suppose. What do you think, George? Overhand? Yeah, he agrees. Big-time goal scorer in lacrosse was Georgie Parr. Here's a spinning shot. I joke. 13 on the shot clock for the Kings. Sub shot, and that one hit the iron. Good release on a low to high. Pipe a little swollen in behind Thompson after that one. Here's McDonald. Missing. Adams with a beat on this as it bounces up the floor here. He'll scoop it up with one hand and make the turn out of the corner. Got a man on the back door wide open. Andrews. A little scarecrow stop there. Just made himself as big as he possibly could in that goal, and made the save. Jackson Lenz had it knocked loose. McDonald there to pick it up. Seaborg now having a look. Elijah on defense. There's Lenz one more time. Down to the crease it goes, and Thompson with a shoulder stop. Yes, Santino Fair living and dying with every Kings chance here. Almost like he was playing goalie. Better than dancing to Savage Garden in intermissions, I suppose. Here's Warren Oakes. On comes Trayson Sunday for a shift. Been a while since we've seen 15 up there. Ball picked up. Abbott had his pocket picked. Oakes will get it back here for the Thunder. As expect the game to slow down here a little bit in the third period with a large lead for the Thunder. Janak will dart to the goal and it'll be called in the crease. Eight minutes gone in this third period. Kirsten Janot to Jackson Lenz. Back across it goes. Here's Lenz with the take, and Thompson will steer it into the corner. Hero first to it there, and he comes away with the lacrosse ball as he crosses over with a bounce pass to Adams. Francis cutting, and the pass a little high for the lefty. If you're joining us late, Queen City will take on Onondaga tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And Akwesasne will play the host team, Port Coquitlam, at 5. And we'll finish off the round robin portion on day 5 with Edmonton and Victoria, which will surely be a big game regardless of the results from today. As coming up later, it's Onondaga and Edmonton, and then Victoria and Poco. So some big games on the horizon here in the remaining 5 games after this. There's a good goal. McDonald on the setup to Seaborg. Quick stick finish. 2 straight now from the Kings. They're back within 9. .43 to go, 13-4 now. As we go back to center as the ball comes loose off the ensuing faceoff. 2 Kings and 1 Thunder, and usually the way that goes is the man or the team with more men to the loose ball will win it, and that was the case there for Queen City. As they'll get set up offensively once again. Galowitz drives low and then had his pocket picked there by Adams. As the shot clock ticking down here.
Please head up to the front doors. There's an issue with your vehicle. Thank you very much.
It's back in as Trayson Sunday with half a period to play. There's Akwesasne on their way to improving their record to 2-2 after dropping their first 2 games. Howie Francis can't beat Anna or Andrews down low. And gets a crease violation to go along with it. A hard hit thrown there, but keeps the motor going to Janot. And then finally was dispossessed. And now we got too many men call here coming against Queen City. So they'll pull the goaltender and go 6-on-5 here with 15 on the shot clock, but they turn it over. But a power play here to come for the Thunder. As that gives me a chance to tell you about Sam's Pub, located in the heart of downtown Poco. Beef dip, probably my favorite on the menu, Tino. The chicken wings, a close second. Cool drinks, great atmosphere, friendly staff. Sam's Pub. Check them out. Power play goal for Akwesasne. Public address announcer Jeff Fisher asking me what the penalty was for. I was signaling 6 with my hands, and he didn't quite get the message. So, what can I tell you? We're in a 10-goal game here. That last penalty for too many men ends up in the back of the goal for Queen City. Clean face-off win for Bureau. As we're under 9 to play now in this opening game here on day 4. Here's Elijah. Vision out. A little bit of room. Looks cross crease. And a good look it was. Ryan Oaks Jr. unable to slot it home. Shot clock violation on Akwesasne. Stone Chubb gets the goal. Howie Francis gets the assist. Lyndon Coops right down the pipe. And then he shot it wide. Adams with an outlet on the mark to Francis. He's across the center line. There's where's the ball, where's the ball? It's with Howie Francis, and now Sunday. Back to Francis, scores. Found the short side this time, hip high on Andrews. And biggest lead of the game, up to 11 now for the Ontario champs. (53-39), your shots on goal now. As it's a, well, my goodness, it's a 15-3 run here for Akwesasne since Queen City opened the scoring 1-0. McDonald trying to change that. He's called in the crease.
Thunder's 15th goal scored by number 83, Howie Francis. Assist goes to number 15, Tristan Sunday. That's Francis from Sunday, time of the goal, 7:53.
Jeanette will go rink wide. It's picked up by Miracle. Waits for a pick, gets one. Spins off another check, and now he's called in the crease. Queen City looking for goal number 5. Ball is way out high here. Now finds Lenz outside the dotted circle. That sidearm release, sailing wide by about 2 feet. And the shot clock sounds off once again. Grayson Sunday with Elijah wide open. Howie Francis had a good look, and Andrews equal to the task on that one. Maybe numbers here for Queen City. And Adams across quickly to close that off in a hurry. I mentioned it yesterday. I've been ultrally impressed with number 3 in purple all week long here for the Thunder. Bright future ahead of that young man as he knocks away a loose ball and then comes up with it. Tripped up, gets the ball loose, and the Thunder will hang on to possession here with 5:40 to go. Chance here for Gignac. He is stopped by Andrews. As we approach the final 5 minutes of this one. It looks like Queen City will drop to 0-4 with 1 game to play. It'll come against the Red Hawks of Onondaga, who currently sit at 1-2. As they will take on Edmonton next. And the Warriors of Edmonton are undefeated. So it could be a matchup of 0-4 against 1-3. We shall see. Andrews again bites on the hidden ball trick. Oh man, I don't know how far we can go back with this, but Howie Francis just dropped the ball right about there, down low, and picked up by Gignac off the concrete. And that was one of the more creative hidden ball tricks I've ever seen. That's tough for Andrews. As I'm sure, you know, the Indigenous teams maybe the best at doing the hidden ball trick. And for Andrews and Queen City, I don't know like how often they've kind of seen that sort of stuff. But they've been caught, I don't know, in the 2 games I've done, I think that's the 4th time now the hidden ball trick has worked. Point being, if you haven't seen it or aren't used to it or aren't really looking for it, it can be super effective, and so far that's been the case here against Queen City. The lead 12. McDonald's right into the stomach of Sugga Thompson. They'll launch it up ahead here to Gignac, who dropped that ball. 3:40 is left to play. There's an outside shot from Galewitz, handled by Sugga Thompson, who has just allowed 4 goals on 42 shots here today. And what will be a comfortable win for the Thunder. And now what do we got? Whistle goes. Penalty call coming here to Kyler Johnson, I believe. More time to check in with Metro Ford. Located right here in Port Coquitlam. Ready for a new ride? Check out our huge selection of quality vehicles and experience the Metro difference. Come see us today, Metro Ford of Port Coquitlam. Up top, Lenz, Galewitz, look for McDonald in the back door. Goes skipping across through the zone, and it's picked up. And then dropped, and then picked up by Queen City, and Seaborg's got it. Two and a half minutes to go here. As the Queen City Kings are on the power play here, but haven't mustered much towards the goal. That shot won't hit the target either. Let's get you the players of the game, the signature lacrosse game MVPs awarded by Extreme Threads, shall we? For Queen City, it'll be number 10, Jackson South. Will be your signature lacrosse game MVP by Extreme Threads. And for Akwesasne, it's number 7, Doug Thompson. Once again, thank you to Extreme Threads. Still time to work with here on the power play. Seaborg closed off quickly by Adams. There's the penalty time down just to a few seconds here. As the ball shoveled to empty space, as out of the box comes Johnson, and then a penalty call coming here to Seaborg, and I think an extra as well. Just 64 seconds remain. The outcome not in doubt. Janak looking for another. There's Jackson South, he'll go for a run. Up the far wall and just runs right past Sunday in flight. Nice dash there from South. Ball thrown to McDonald. He'll look and he'll find a man back there. Thompson with one more stop. A three-man breakaway here for the Thunder, and Sunday shot it wide. I've seen a couple of two-man breakaways. I'm not sure I've ever seen a three-man breakaway. Final 10 seconds. One more stop for Saga. And that will do it in this one. Thunder roll. As an unnecessary shot at the buzzer is stopped by Andrews. And a convincing win here for the Ontario champions, who improved their record to 2-2. And now we'll take on Port Coquitlam tomorrow. What will the Saints' record be after day number 4? We'll find out later today, as Tina Farrow will bring you home on day 4 with Onondaga and Edmonton coming up next, and then Victoria, Port Coquitlam at 8 o'clock this evening Pacific time. You can watch it all right here on BC Sports TV, free of charge, the home of the Founders Cup in Port Coquitlam, as handshakes underway here at center floor. Your final shots, 59-44. Your players of the game, Doug Thompson and Jackson South. Your final score, Thunder roll 16-4 over Queen City. That'll wrap it up here for this opening game on day 4. Thanks for joining us. For our entire production crew, George Parra, Tina Farrow, I've been Jake Elliott for the fastest game on 2 feet. And for the creator, enjoy the rest of the Founders Cup.